gosh, what happened to you, Simba? Disney just released their 100th anniversary Platinum Rubik's Cube. Not one, but two versions, and as someone who loves both Rubik's Cubes and Disney, I knew I had to get my hands on these to unbox and review them and let you know whether these are worth getting. Let's get into it. Of course, these aren't the only special 100th anniversary Disney merch. There's also incredible ear hats, jerseys, bags, toys, and so much more. But of course, you came to see the Rubik's Cubes. And even when it comes to Rubik's Cubes, these aren't the only ones Disney has made. I've unboxed these beauties in a separate video, and there's even a 50th anniversary cube and a special theme parks edition cube. But these, I mean, these are the pinnacle. You can tell so much love and attention went into them. We'll start with this guy. So this one here is exclusive to the Disney parks, and I wish I could say that's how I got it, but you can also order it on Shop Disney. I live too far away from any of the Disney theme parks to be able to go, but when I saw this, I knew I had to get my hands on it. So we've got this nice hexagonal box design going on, which is an interesting shape to house a cube. There's our cube there, and yep, it comes complete with a Rubik's brand stand. And I mean, that looks pretty cool. So straight up, this is a gorgeous puzzle. It's very, very shiny, as you can tell. They chose very specific colors for this cube: silver, platinum, black, and purple, because those are the colors of Disney's 100th anniversary celebration. So we've got Mickey here on the purple side. I'm loving the contrast of that sort of black and white with his pink tongue and the purple background. It's so beautiful. We've got Daisy Duck over here on the black background. Again, these are really pretty colors. Good old Donald over here on the other purple side. And then we've got Minnie Mouse on this silver. It's really very pretty. And then both on the top and the bottom, you're going to have that Disney 100 logo. Your characteristic mouse ears, this sort of really cool bluish platinum color. And then on the bottom, with the Rubik's logo right there. Man, the colors on this thing is just so gorgeous. Of course, it is a Rubik's Cube, so you are going to be able to turn and scramble it, but we'll save that for a little bit later. We're not going to mess this cube up just yet because, as you saw before, Disney decided they were going to release a second version of this cube. Why are there two? Why is this one in a cylinder when the other one was in a hexagon? Why different characters? These are questions I don't know if anyone has the answer for, but I am here for it. I am so here for it. I'm not sure which box I like more. I do like that reflective silver foil of this one, but this case just seems a bit more sturdier. So at the top, we've got a bit of a preview of the characters we're going to see on this cube. We've got Mickey, Simba, Elsa, Moana, Minnie, and Snow White. Let's very carefully open this. Ooh, wait, are you going to be instructions? No way you're oh no, you're not instructions. Okay, this looks like the artwork, I'm guessing. Maybe those other solutions. Like they show you what each side of the cube should look like once it's solved. And that's actually something which I think is going to be a bit of a challenge, because unlike a regular Rubik's Cube in which you've got your standard clear colors, you just know where, every piece goes. This one's going to be tricky. Let's just say that. So a totally different design going on here, but right out of the box, there's this gorgeous, slightly holographic, iridescent reflection, that each side of the cube has. So these aren't just like generic backgrounds. There's a lot of detail that's gone into each side. So we've got Woody here from Toy Story. Hang on, Woody wasn't on the box. Bonus, complete with Buzz, who unfortunately is getting half his face missing. If he was Mike Wazowski, he'd be happy just to be on the cube at all. And Jessie right there. I mean, come on, that is beautiful. And it's not just the stickers, like the cube itself. It's a silver base. It's really, really nice. We've got Mickey Mouse, complete with his Sorcerer's Apprentice hat over there. And that's the broom with the buckets. Oh, I love it. Snow White looks very much like a playing card. This almost looks like it could be a, Queen of Hearts playing card, even though, she's not the Queen of Hearts. We've got those cute little birds and the crown over there. We've got Elsa. Elsa strangely seems to have the least amount of detail. Where is she? Is this in her ice palace, maybe? I wouldn't have minded seeing Olaf or maybe some snowflakes in the background. I don't know, maybe I should just let it go. And then we've got Simba over here. Oh, I'm loving the design in the background. Got real strong, Lion King vibes going all around it with the leaves. Maybe a bit of a sun going on there. Because he's the sun? Oh, love it. And then finally, the 100th anniversary logo. Hey, I just realized something. No way! They even stuck to the correct color scheme. That instantly makes this cube so much better, because if you've ever solved a Rubik's Cube before, it's got a bit of a set color scheme. We know, for example, that blue is always opposite to green on standard Rubik's Cubes, red opposite to orange, white and yellow. And I mean, we're not going with the standard colors on this one, but I mean, just looking at it instantly, if I scramble this, we've got some pieces that, how is this color right there going to be distinguished from this? How are those two pieces going to look different if you're trying to solve this quickly? I mean, I guess you can sort of tell that they're a different shade, but I'm just going to call it now. This is going to be a lot more difficult to solve. So a side-by-side comparison of these two, they're the exact same size. Are they the size of a standard Rubik's Cube? Yeah, pretty much standard Rubik's Cube size. And in terms of turning, they both actually turn pretty well. This one on the right looks and feels like it could be a bit stiffer. Oh, I have a feeling. Yeah. Believe it or not, this one's built a lot more like a speed cube. So what makes modern Rubik's Cubes people turn really fast is that they have a bunch of characteristics of the ways that the internals and everything are designed. So the pieces not only glide over each other really quickly, but they're even forgiving. If this, let's say this top layer isn't fully aligned, you can still do the next turn. Can you see that? Now, this guy over here, I think allows a little bit of that. Sort of, yeah. It's no speed cube, but this one here. Oh no, I eat my words. It actually can do that too. You just gone done it again, Disney. Now I don't know which one's better. Although this is super funny. When I looked at the online EU Disney shop, there was a single 5-star review for this cube. And the review said, looks fantastic, but it's a present, so not sure how it works. Well, if Gil95 is watching this, I would love to show you how this works, because solving this is not the same as solving a regular Rubik's Cube for one very important reason. And I think I can demonstrate it using this cube. So this is a dice cube that I have that's currently in its solved state, right? Wrong, because look at that. Unless you're cool with this, this is not the solved state of the cube, unlike a regular Rubik's Cube, in which it doesn't actually matter which way those center pieces are facing. For this one, it does. And there are actually very simple algorithms that just fix those two and leave the rest of the cube completely solved. So if you don't mind, can I really quickly take you through how you would solve a cube where the orientation of the centers actually does matter? And maybe by the end of this, I might be able to tell you which cube I recommend out of these two. Okay, I think this is going to be really important during the solve, just so I know what each of the faces look like. So let's start by giving this cube a scramble. It's a bit on the slow side, but that's okay. I'm not really needing my Disney 100th anniversary cube to be blisteringly fast. I think this is adequately scrambled. Oh, Mickey Mouse. Oh no. This looks like Nemo's eye from this direction. Yo, how sick would it be if you could resolve Simba into like Nemo? That would be something. Oh my goodness. This is a cursed Disney image. So let me really quickly scramble this too. Step number 1 to solving a Rubik's Cube using the real beginner's method is to create what we call a daisy. And this is the daisy. The daisy is when you've got that yellow center and the 4 whites all around it. We can do the daisy here with, oh no, what's the yellow? Time to cheat. Yep, it's Woody. So this is Woody's face. And we're gonna get the 4 whites all around it. Literally everything looks white. The white face is the Disney 100 side. So I think anything that goes on the edges of that. So I believe that's one of the petals of the daisy. So I can bring that to the top. And then that should be one as well. And this should be one. And one more. I think that one. There you go. Oh, Woody, you've never looked so beautiful. Next, we're going to get the 4 petals of the daisy down onto the white side. So we have a white cross. I'm going to do that by pairing it up with the right color over there. So blue goes there. Orange is going to go there. And then green and red. So I now have my cross with each edge lined up with its correct center, because this is always going to be the green side. It's always going to be the red side. So let's do the same here. This is tricky. See, what color is that? That looks like Elsa. It's so hard to tell, because like, what color is Mickey? Mickey's green. Okay, what's the Elsa side? This is Elsa. So we're gonna go down there. Oh no, but that doesn't look right. Where was Rubik's? Rubik's was on the top, wasn't it? Ah, this is what I mean. It's so tricky. We're gonna put the petal back, and then I believe, yeah, if we now align the bottom so that when this goes down, Rubik's is on the top. Cool. And then that's the Simba side. So we'll move that to Simba, bring that petal down, and then that's green, which is Mickey. So bring that petal down, and then finally Sleeping Beauty. There we go. Does that look right? Yeah, that looks good. That looks symmetrical. Nice. Next, we're going to put corners in. That is Sleeping Beauty, and that is That's Elsa, right? That means that goes in this corner. So if you're not sure what I'm doing here, I'm just doing a simple algorithm that gets that piece over here so that I can get that first layer done. I'm essentially doing this. So I'm getting like all of these bottom corners in so that I've one entire label that's completely solved. I'm going to do that over here. This step fortunately isn't too hard. If you want to learn how to solve a Rubik's Cube, I've got a tutorial that is linked to in the description. I think it's in the link of like every single video that I make. And one last one, which is so hard to see. Oh, it's right there. It's already there. And that should do it. Beautiful. Nice. So that's our bottom completely done. Next, we're going to fix these 4 pieces here so that the second layer is completely solved. Once we finish doing that, the cube is going to look a little something like this. So now we've got 2 layers completely solved down the bottom, and it's just the top layer that needs to be done. All right. Oh man, the colors. So anything with a yellow, I'm going to ignore because yellow needs to go on the top face. So here we go. Is that Sleeping Beauty's color? Yep, and that's green up there. So it needs to go on this side. So I'm going to do the algorithm that brings it to this side. This is an algorithm that comes from my 3x3 tutorial. And then this one is going to go over there. Let's just do that. Then this is going to go over here. And one last one, and it's a flipped edge. Let's just cheat and do that DF2L way. Beautiful. That's done. Can you see that the bottom 2 layers are completely solved? Wait, is this right? I have no idea what's going on with you, Simba. I'm so sorry. Next, we're gonna get the top layer completely yellow. I'm just gonna do that the quick way. Nice, there we go, completely yellow. But we just now need to, it's called permuting these pieces so they move all around. That's the step I'm about to do right now. So this looks like oh my gosh, I cannot tell at all. This whole section is solved. I think this might be an A perm. I think I'm looking at this. Yeah, that's my guess. Let's give it a go and see what happens. Did that do it? It did, yes. Oh my gosh. What happened to you, Simba? I'm sorry. This is actually the funniest thing ever. Okay, so it's now time to fix the faces. So Mickey, the 100 and Snow White are completely fine. Woody, Elsa, and Simba. I'm sorry. How can I take this seriously? What did they do to you, Simba? Okay, so here's the algorithm I'm going to teach you that's going to turn this piece 90 degrees. The thing though is that you can't ever turn just one piece 90 degrees. You always end up doing 2. And the other one you're going to turn is the one in front. So if I hold this guy this way, I should be able to fix both Woody and Elsa's face at the same time. So the algorithm goes like this. There's the notation up on the top if you know how to read it. If you don't, it's surprisingly easy. It alternates between top moves and between these middle moves. And so it's always like, top, middle, top, middle, top, middle, like that. And the moves are always sort of like in reverse. So it's going to be this, 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 this. And then for the middle, it's going to be this, 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 this. Does that make sense? So watch. This, and then the opposite, that, and then repeat. It's this, that, that, this, that, that, this, that, that. And if you do, I believe 4 times, there you go. I've now rotated them both 90 degrees. Okay, let's try with this and see what happens. So this way, and then back for each. Let's do it 3 more times. 2, 3, 4. Oh, 5. Okay, 5 times. I was wrong. And Woody is fixed. Beautiful. And Elsa is really, really not fixed. She now needs a 180. Okay, that's great. That lets me now teach you how to do a 180. Believe it or not, I don't know if you can tell. Can you see that this one needs a 180? The 2 in the middle, like all of them, all the dots are like sort of closer to the bottom than the top. So this is how the 180 works. This time it's going to be, man, that stuff is really triggering. Let's hold it this way so we don't see it. So this algorithm, the notation is just up there. And if you can't read it, it also alternates. So it's the top and the right. But this time, instead of the top going like back and forth, the top moves always go in this direction. It actually doesn't matter which one you go, as long as you just always choose the same one. Meanwhile, the right alternates, up, down, up, down, up, down. So it looks like this, right? And then top, right, down, and top in the same. And you just keep doing that. And look, it's done. I can't remember how many times I did that, but if you just, wait, Sorry, one more of that. If you just keep on doing that, you're eventually going to rotate this top one over there 180. So let's see if it works with Elsa. Now you can hold it anyway because it's only going to rotate this one by 180. So remember, this just goes back and forth, and the top one just always goes in the same direction. So here we go. Right, up and there, down there, and keep on doing that. Just have to remember to stop at the right point. And yeah, we did it. Look at you, Elsa. The coal never bothered you, did it? Let's do the same thing with Simba. It is so cursed. I don't want to fix it, but I think we have to. Okay, here we go. So that way, and then just all the same. In fact, you can go the opposite. I'll just prove it to you. I'm gonna do this direction this time. All right, so watch. So now, and we'll keep doing that. The eyes are just staring at me. Oh, we fixed him. I liked him better the other way. I'm gonna change him back. Sorry, Walt Disney. Yes! Actually, I haven't even turned this guy at all. You know what? That's not too bad. I definitely can feel that this was based on older technology than this cube is. But, I mean, you're not going to be scrambling this too often, right? It is a Rubik's Cube, but you're mostly just going to be putting it on display because it's so pretty. So the moment of truth, which cube should you buy? Which version of Mickey? 100 years of Disney. Can you believe that? Apparently 1923 was when Disney Brothers Cartoon Studio made a contract starting the Walt Disney Company, and here we are basking in its glory 100 years later. But my answer to which of these two cubes you should get, if you like solving cubes, if you're a speed cuber, hands down, it's gonna be this guy. The fact that it's got a Rubik's color scheme, and I mean, even design-wise, just that sort of holographic rainbow design to it is just gorgeous. But what if you're just a Disney fan? Well, you should get, I think, both. I think you definitely want to be collecting both. 100 years only comes, well, once every 100 years. And I mean, come on, this cube is beautiful as well. Like, you really feel like you're stepping back in time with this one. They've put a lot of work into the design. It is way shinier in person than I can even show on camera. It's a really gorgeous cube. Although, you can't make this face if this was the only one that you bought. I'm sorry. Congratulations to Disney for your 100th anniversary. If you found this video helpful, if you like Rubik's Cubes, please consider subscribing and check out all the other fun cubing videos that we have on this channel. Because when you're part of the Tingman family, any wish that you desire will come true. Okay, please don't hold me to that.